Welcome to our first Advent devotional and to the first Sunday in Advent. And we're going to do something a little bit different on Sundays in Advent. We're going to look at some of the people who are important to this season and get a closer look at them. So I thought today that we would start with a whole group of people. We hear the birth story of Jesus in two of our Gospels. We hear about it in Luke and we hear about it in Matthew. And so we're going to look at Matthew today. But before we get to the baby and the manger and all of those things, there's a lot that happens first. And the writer of Matthew decides to start with the genealogy of Jesus and goes all the way back to Abraham. And it says Abraham was the father of Isaac, Isaac the father of Jacob, and so on and so forth. And so I think that this is a good place for us to start. You can look through the scripture and notice who are the people who are familiar to you, who are the ones who aren't, but how through all of these series of events, the way has been made for Jesus, and also connecting us to those Old Testament stories and then into the New Testament. And I think even today we can look around and maybe we look at our own family tree, maybe to our parents and our grandparents and others that have shown us an example of what it means to be faithful. And also to all of God's family. Maybe it's somebody in your church, maybe it's one of your friends, maybe somebody at school, who together there are people who are examples of faithfulness. And so as we walk through this season of Advent, we look back to those people who have come before and then look to the path ahead.